Okay, so we are going to talk about business pages today, and I am really going to be very basic tonight. I'm not talking about how to get an ad running. So if that's why you're here, that is for another call. This is really just for people that do not have a business page yet and are just getting started, just starting to think about opening a business page. So there's a couple of reasons why business pages are important. I think every coach that wants to take this business past just being like a little hobby will need one. The reason for that is you need to have a place where you can find new people to talk to. Okay. And there are other ways of doing that. We've seen Megan do it for a good year, maybe a good year and a half, by joining groups and randomly asking people to be friends and referrals and all that stuff. So that definitely works. But even for her, she ended up having to take it a step farther, get a business page and run an ad for very little amount of money, but to get new people in her network. The cool thing about a business page is you can target so carefully that you're literally just talking to people that are going to be in your niche market. So it's in my opinion, it's way easier than going into groups. And yes, you might be in a mom group, but you might have a mom that you would have nothing in common with. On a business page, you can literally narrow it down to where they shop, if they like a certain kind of food, if they like a color, like you can narrow it down so well. Now, that is getting into ads. That's one of the main purposes why I want you to have a business page, because you can have the ability to run ads. However, you have to have a business page that's up and running and has some activity on it before you can even think about ads. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So the first thing is you literally have to make a business page, okay? So I'm going to share my screen and I'm really going to take you through that whole process. And then I'm going to share with you how the type of content you need to get on there so your business page is going to start getting some eyes on it. So I want to talk to you about inviting people to like the page and what kind of things you want to post on that page. And then I will give you the very brief rundown of ads, how we're going to get started. And then when you are ready to run an ad, we can go from there. Because that is complicated. It's way too much to do both of these things in one call. So I'm going to share my screen. I hope you guys will be able to see it. Here we go. Megan, can you just tell me that you can see my screen?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. All right. So you are going to go on to your home page, and you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you're going to see that word create. I'm sure you've seen it before because you've created groups already. I would imagine most of you, or you've created an event. Now I want you to click on page. So this is going to be a different page from what you already have. However, you do have to have a public profile to be able to have a page, like a business page. So anyone that's on Instagram and isn't on Facebook, you are going to have to make yourself a personal profile page to be able to have a business page. So here, this is always the first question I get. What should I put? Like, what am I? Am I a business, company? What I want you to choose is public figure. And the reason for that is, guys, is we are talking, and I stress this a lot, you are not Beachbody, okay? You are you. And we are always trying, if we're trying to sell anything, it is 100% not the 21-day fix and not Shakeology. We are trying to sell ourselves, okay? So I want you to think of yourself as a public figure. And then you're gonna choose a category, and my advice is to choose entrepreneur. And everyone asks me about all these fancy names and what should my name of my page be. That is totally 100% up to you. But my advice is to make sure your name, your full name, is in that title. And the reason for that is someday, let me think of something here. I can't, like, mom of twins gets fit, or fitness mom, or like, you know, someday that just might not blend with what you're trying to do. You know, maybe you'll do something different someday and you won't want to lose this page, or it's just not always going to be about the mom getting fit or whatever. It should always, it can have that at the end. Like if you have a cheeky name that you love, but make sure that you include your own name as well. The other reason for that is a business page can be searched through Google. So just to give you an example, I had clients that weren't on Facebook, and they would go to Google and they would search Michelle File. So when I first started my business page, I called it the Fit Files. It was kind of catchy. I thought it was a really cool name. Well, unfortunately, it was not cool at all, because people would go onto Google and they would search Michelle File and they wouldn't find anything, because that wasn't the name of the page. So they would get frustrated. You know, they had maybe talked to a friend and said, oh, just search Michelle File. She's on Facebook. She's all over the place. But they couldn't find me. So now it's Michelle File. So anyone can go onto Google and they will literally be taken to my business page, whether they are on Facebook or not. And they can actually see all of the posts through Google. So they don't even have to be in Facebook. So it's really important to make sure that your name is in there. So I don't know if I really want, I'm gonna do something here. I'm assuming that I can probably just delete this, but okay. So here we are. Terry File is gonna have a new business page. Okay. So here we are. This is all changed since I did it last time, but you know, and you could say, you know, Terry File at, you know, Terry File Dads Get Fit or something like that. That's fine, but just make sure that you have your name in there. Okay. Your profile picture, it has to be of you. It has to be a beautiful picture of yourself. Okay. Try not to have your kids, your husband, your best friend in that profile picture. Just have that be you. It's a great time to use a picture by a photographer. I know not all of us have that, so you don't need that. So go in front of a nice window with some bright light and put your best smile on. You'd be in your workout clothes. It doesn't really matter, but make sure it's a nice, professional looking picture of yourself. This is a professional business page. So you want it to look as bright and crisp and clean and pretty as possible. So make sure that's what you have in your profile picture here. Now you're going to be able to do a cover photo, okay? So this is where you want to go into Canva. And if you go to my YouTube channel or in our our Academy documents, I have a whole video on how to use Canva. So you can go in, you can check the measurements that they might have changed, the measurements for the cover photo, and you can do custom dimensions in Canva, and you can do whatever you want. You can make it, 3 pictures. Like I'll go to my page for a second here, so you can see what I have. Okay, so here's mine. There's my cover photo, and here's what my cover picture looks like. There's 3 images of myself. It says my name, and it says something about me. I'm a wife, adoptive mother, lifestyle coach, 80-pound transformation, PCOS warrior, founder of Top 20 in Canada Elite Team Fit Me. Okay, so I honestly change this about once or twice a year. I've had this, I think I changed it in January, so I may do something different if I have time, but it's not something that I spend a lot of time on. I like to have my picture there so people see me. On my personal page, I think I have the same. and in my support group. So I try and keep mine pretty streamlined all across my pages because I like people to recognize that. Like, I like it that people see those pictures and they're like, oh yeah, that's Michelle Pfeil. So I try and keep things really streamlined. Okay, so here we are. You've got your page created, you've got your cover photo, you've got your profile picture, and now you want to start adding some content, okay? So before I would invite people, I would make sure I had some content on this page. So don't overthink it. Can I get whoever to mute themselves maybe? Is there someone on there that isn't muted? Would you mind? Okay, great guys, thanks. Okay, I don't know who that is. I can't see anybody, so.
I just didn't hear you said, I'm sorry, it was Holly.
Oh, that's okay. No problem. Here, I think I can catch it here. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so you want to get some content on here. So there's a few things that are going to keep you higher up in Facebook algorithm on a business page. And that is live video or just video of any sort. So that's kind of one of the cool things about a business page. You don't have to necessarily always be using the type of content that we tell you to use on your personal page or your support page. It's good to have that type of content. So the pictures of us, our selfies, our post-workout, our motivational, it's good to have that stuff on your page. I try to do that about once a day, but you can also just add shared videos. So today I saw this video. It's about this Barbie doll that is like true to size, like true to a normal sized woman. So I posted that on the page. I also post lots of recipes from different websites like Goodful or Tasty or Delish or This Was So Yummy. So you can literally share videos onto your business page and that will get lots of traction. So I do that a lot. Here's a transformation picture that I posted on there. And then, of course, I do like to keep my face on there about once a day. But the fact of the matter is not a lot of people are going to come to this page and look at it. Like your support page, a lot of people will actually click into your support page and scroll through everything, and they'll be really interested in what you posted. A business page is a little bit different, so you don't necessarily have to have it all you all the time. This would be the only page where I would say doing regular these kind of posts. I hate it when I go to the kitchen looking for food and all I find are ingredients. So these kind of posts or quotes that are on a background, they are totally fine on a business page. They're going to get a little bit of traction here. But on your support pages and on your personal page, I wouldn't use those as much. But I kind of use the format of one personal kind of post, and then I usually do a video because that's going to be higher up. It's going to get more eyes on your page. The algorithm of a business page is much different than how things work on your personal page. So the algorithm on a business page depends on the eyes that are seeing it, and it's really quite confusing actually, and it changes all the time. That's the unfortunate part about a business page. You never really know what's going to work the best. You just kind of have to play around with it. But as you can see here, okay, so this video here, the quinoa enchilada, I don't even know what it was. It got almost 2,000 people reached, okay? So 2,000 people, but guys, remember, I don't even know how many people like my page right now. I think it's something like 11,000. I don't really even know where to find that. Oh my God, I can't even see the number. So what I'm saying is, you know, there's a lot of people that like my page, but that doesn't mean that they're seeing it. Here is a perfect example. Well, that was just posted 10 minutes ago, so only 52 people saw that so far. But here, today, that video I posted, only 206 people reached. So the cool thing about a business page is you can kind of figure out when people are looking at your page the most, or when your stuff is being seen the most. And for me, it's consistent across the board. It's about 9:30 in the morning and about 9 o'clock at night. Anything in between there is kind of lost. So I make sure that I always post something first thing in the morning, and then I always post something like I did about 10 minutes ago. And the stuff in between is really just kind of filler. That's when I usually do a video in between. So you want to start adding some things onto your page. Where do you find this stuff? Well, the videos, just go to videos on Facebook. Like I said, I always use Goodful, Tasty, Delish, trending videos, anything that interests you. So anything that's kind of in your niche, right? So I might post quotes about wine or about coffee or about being an adoptive mom or PCOS or cooking. Obviously, my niche market loves recipes. It doesn't have to necessarily always be healthy recipes. I often will share something and say, oh, this is a treat, but doesn't it look good? Those are the kind of things that are going to get more eyes on your page. So you want to start posting some content. The first thing I would post is your story. You want to have your story on there. I would also highly suggest clicking into the cover photo once you have it done and doing a nice little welcome message. I'm sure that this needs to be updated on mine, but I just, welcome to my page. I'm so glad you're here, and just give a little bit of information about you, as well as your you could do it on your profile picture too. Doesn't look like I did it here. Sometimes I do, I guess sometimes I don't, but you could put a little blurb in there as well, because people will click on that. So that's really what you need. You want to put your story on there and then get a little bit of content going before you start inviting people, okay? And then that's what you need to do. You need to start inviting people to like your page. And where in the heck? Okay, here it is. So the community here, you can go here to click invite your friends, and you can literally just start inviting your friends. Don't overthink this. Don't worry about the fact that you've invited them to like something else. Please just stop worrying about that kind of stuff. If they want to follow you, they will. So don't worry about them being invited to another page, because they will, if they're liking your stuff, they will want to follow you here. So you can literally just click, click, click. And guys, that is what I did. I'm just going to stop sharing for a second. I can't stand not seeing everybody. Whew. The first night I became a coach, okay? So the first night I decided I was opening a business page. I did all of those steps, and then I just went and invited everybody. I invited all the women on my page. So just like you have probably done with your support group, I did that with a business page. Okay, so it was the exact same steps. There was nothing different. I went and invited them all, and one by one, they started liking it. Okay, and then what happens, the same thing happens. As they start commenting on your stuff, now other people are going to see that you have a page, and that's going to start building up your likes on your page. I quickly got to about 500 likes just from people that I knew, and then twice removed. Jennifer liked one of my posts, so one of her friends saw it in her feed, so she came and liked my page. Transformation pictures are huge. Those videos are huge. That's what, your own transformation is going to be the best. It always is. But whatever, use whatever transformations you want. Maybe you have challengers or friends already that you can use. They're going to be big ones to get more eyes on your page. And those videos, the thing about video in Facebook now is it it stays alive longer, meaning Facebook likes video the most. I don't know if you've scrolled your Facebook feed lately, but what do you see? Do you notice that it's live video everywhere? As you're scrolling through live video after live video. And I've noticed it more this week that anyone, like it's all live video at the top of my feed. That is what Facebook loves. They love video right now. So on a like page, a business page, you can share videos like I talked about, do your own live videos, whatever, but video is what they love. So make sure, like I really am pretty consistent that I do something video every day on my business page. So once you get to about 500 people, that is when I would suggest starting an ad. I wouldn't really suggest doing it much before then. Like Megan, I don't know. Did you do it before then? Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, because that was always
run an ad until like December, this past December, and I had a like page going for like a few months.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I probably had enough likes. I just wasn't ready to run an ad.
Yeah. So I would say get to about 500. That was always the rule of thumb. When I started, now lots has changed since I started. When I started, you had to post like 8 times a day. It was like crazy. You do not need to do that anymore. Like 1 post a day is actually fine. Like you don't really have to be too worried about how many posts. You want to keep it alive so that people are seeing something. But your purpose is to get to that 500 mark, and then you can start running an ad. And that's really all I use that page for. It is like a tool for me to be able to run an ad. So like I said, I didn't worry about who I was inviting. Like I can see some of you in your head right now saying, oh my God, I just invited all these friends to like my support group, and now I'm going to invite them to like this business page. You got to just get that, like just shake it out. Just don't worry about it. Because you need to get as many people as you can liking your page so we can get an ad started. Because that is where the magic of a business page is. And unless you have about 500, it's just not going to work as well. And I don't want you wasting your money. Even though it's $1 a day, I don't want you wasting your money. So you can repurpose your posts. You do not have to think of new information here, okay? You do not. You guys already have pages. I would suggest going and copying, pasting some stuff that you've already done. Okay, so go and repurpose all of that stuff. I do not think of new stuff for my business page. I either repurpose or I just take it over. So I'll post something on my personal page in the morning. I'll take it over to my business page right away, but I will schedule it for a later time. Okay, because you can schedule on a business page, which is awesome. So when I was a busy working mom, like working at the salon, I did not have time to be posting on the fly. I was a stylist. There was no time to be sitting around making posts. I would schedule my whole business page on Friday afternoon. I would take an hour and I would schedule the whole week, like the entire week from that day until the next Friday. All then, I would just get it out of the way. And sometimes I still do that. If I'm going to be away or really I've got a busy time ahead, I will just schedule that stuff and be done with it. Go to Pinterest. Find your favorite quotes. Google quotes. Like this is the page where you can kind of do that kind of stuff. The images with quotes on it, the shared videos. But try at least once a day to have your face there. So that's when you would repurpose something from your page, or just take whatever you did today and move it over there and just post it to a different time. I guarantee you the only people that are seeing your stuff multiple times are the people that want to. If they do not want to see your stuff, they won't. Okay, they won't. To see something on your personal page and your business page, you almost have to be like, my mom sees that, my husband sees it, that's about it. Like, for an example, I never see Megan's stuff, ever. And we message each other like on the hour. Like, I don't see her stuff ever. Okay, so don't be worried about too many people seeing your stuff, or you're going to be bugging people, because they're just not going to see it. Facebook doesn't like you that much. And Facebook rules who sees your stuff. So if that's like making you intimidated about having a business page, just get over it, because you're not that cool. Neither am I. I wish I was. I wish people saw my stuff more. Okay, so that's really the steps. Get it started, get your nice images up there so it's attractive, because once you start your ad, there's going to be eyes on these pages, and these people don't know you. So it's not your charming personality that's reeling them in. It's your pictures. It's your content that you've got on there. It's going to be your message back to them. So that's what I want you to get really good at while you're figuring out the 500 people. And you can get to 500 people pretty quickly, okay? You just have to invite them. And then get your, even ask your people, to add people. They can invite people to like your page as well. So once people like your page, it's just like your support group. You want to connect with them, okay? Unless it's someone that you've just connected with in your support group, but anybody that you haven't, so anyone new, you want to make sure you're connecting with them and just thanking them for liking your page. It's as simple as that. Thank you for liking your page, liking my page. I hope you like the stuff I share. Are you on a health and wellness journey too? Okay, because you want to start those conversations. It's key. That is the one thing that was never told to me. Never. And I probably lost 5,000 people because I never talked to them. It never even dawned on me to talk to them. But the thing is, if you don't start messaging them, they're not going to see your stuff. You're going to float away pretty fast. It's like we always talk to you guys about, if you're involved in Messenger, there's a better chance that they're going to see your stuff. So when someone likes your business page, they aren't necessarily your friend, right? They could be some woman from southern Texas. Like, you don't even know who they are sometimes, right? So I add them as friends. Okay, so I'm going to go in and share my screen again, and I'm just going to show you an ad. And I'm going to show you, actually, I'm going to show you a post. I won't even show you an ad yet. I'm going to show you a post that I have. I'm going to click on some people that have liked it, and hopefully there'll be someone that I don't know yet, so you can see what I mean. Okay. So let's see here. Okay, so let's, okay, that's too bad that lady just became friends with me. That would have been a good example. Let's see if anyone's new here. No, I just went through, I shouldn't have went through, I just went through this a couple hours ago, inviting people. So, okay, this isn't going to work because I just went through this page. But as you can see, so this post here was, I don't know if it was yesterday or when it was. There's no comments, so nobody commented on it, so no big deal. But there was 3 or 4 likes on it, or 6 likes on it. So yesterday, these 3, I think a few of these people, maybe these bottom 3, I was not friends with. Okay, so this liked button, this over here, was actually not faded out. So they had not liked my page yet. So it basically was like in bold. They hadn't liked my page. So I can literally go and click, click, click. And that's inviting these people to like my page. So every single day, I go back to my business page and I look at my posts and I click on the people that have liked it. And I look at, okay, here's 3 people that haven't liked it. Click, click, click. I've invited 3 new people to like my page. Then I go like this. I'm like, okay, Chris, Tony, we have a mutual friend. I can't really use this as an excuse because I have this, or as an example, I have this person blocked, but from my personal page. He's a bit freaky, but let's go here. So this person, okay, we have one person in common. Normally, I would add this person as a friend and I would message them just a quick like, hey, thanks for the love on my post. It always inspires me to keep posting. Are you on a health and fitness journey? The reason I am not doing that for this person is A, they are from Chile. And B, our mutual friend, she is a coach on our team. So there's no reason for me to even converse with this person because it's not going to get me anywhere. So as rude as that sounds, I'm just not going to waste my time there. So that's the reason I did not do it with that person. But that would be my normal process. I would go to the post. I would see who had liked or commented on it. If there were comments, I would engage back. So I would comment below and answer their question or agree with them or whatever. Then I would go into the likes. I would ask them to like my page. I would invite them by clicking this button. So if it was still in bold, highlighted, I would click that. And then I would go and I would quickly scan. Okay, does this person, oh, good, she's got kids. That's awesome. This is a really bad example because this woman is obviously friends with a coach on my team, Cheryl Jessen. So that's why I've not added her. So I do that. If I see someone that's liked my post and she's a friend of Megan's, I'm not going to go there because I don't really want to get into that coach swapping game at all. That's not of interest to me. So I just leave that alone. But if it was someone that we didn't have mutual coach friends, I would add them as a friend and I would send them a really nice message asking them if they have any health and fitness goals and if they were on a health and fitness journey too and all that kind of jazz. So I do that same process like you do on your support pages. It's the same thing. You want to connect with these people. And on a business page, you're going to have people show up that you would never connect with otherwise. They will not be in your support group. They will have seen that video you posted and some random person will have liked it, which triggered them to like it. Like things on your business page go far, 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 far. Whereas your support page stays very narrow. Your support page is only going to grow through referrals, basically. Now, it's going to grow eventually because you're going to add these people. You're going to use it as a funnel, but we're not even talking about that right now. Right now, it's all about just making new connections and getting that page up and running so you can get that ad going and target it to you. So once you have your page up and going and you're working on those 500 people, you can start thinking about your ad. So what we do is we literally run an ad for likes. That's all we really care about. We target it though. We target it so carefully to you. So I want you to start a list of 50 things. And these 50 things are true to only you. No other person in the whole wide world will have the same 50 list ever. Okay? I want you to think of 50 things that are true to you. So what do you like? Your hobbies? What stores do you like? What books do you like? What singers, movies, colors, anything. 50 things. Okay? So have that before I talk to anyone about ads, they have to have that list done. Okay? And then I want you to start scouring quotes. And quotes that really resonate with you, really mean something to you. and it doesn't have to be like all like beautiful and lovely. It can be something as funny. My quote right now is about wine and coffee combined. So it doesn't have to be like really inspirational or motivational. It can be funny, it can be whatever, but it really is true to you. Like it makes you freaking laugh. It just is like describes your life to a T, or it does motivate you, whatever. I've used all different kinds, but I want you to find a few of those that you really, really love. And the third thing is we need to find a really good picture of you. Now, something that's worked really, really good for our team, really, really well, are those coffee mug pictures, which I'm sure you've all seen. So I'm going to show you mine. I think if I can find it. Let's see here. Okay, so right now I have this ad running here. So this is it. I ask myself this question every day. Is it too late for coffee or is it too early for wine? The struggle is real. Ladies, do you agree? And it's just me. I don't even have freaking makeup on, but my mug says there's a chance this is wine. So this is how I connect with women every single day. And as you can see, I've connected with a whole bunch of ladies. The cool thing is the only women that are answering this ad are women that like coffee, they like wine, they like Kate Spade, they have children between the ages of 3 and 8. They live in the US and Canada. They are between the ages of 26 and 42. They like fitness. I can't even remember. And I think they like probably indigo or something. So I have it targeted. So it literally is my people. So I'm not kidding you. When I start talking to these women, it's like I'm talking to myself. And some of you on this call are some of those women. And, you know, you become fast friends because you can target it. So there is some major benefit of having a business page and investing a tiny bit of money into it. Like I've told you, this is how I have run my business from basically day one. I had 500 people on my page pretty quickly because I didn't have any other pages. So that was the only thing I was inviting to. So I did have 500 fairly quickly, and I started up an ad pretty quickly, pretty fast, and started connecting with women. So as I was working through my warm market, i.e. the people I knew, the people that already trusted me, the people that were related to me, I was also building connections with new people because it takes a little bit longer. You know, the people that trust you already, that even don't necessarily mean they're your best friends, but they've known you through school or through another friend, or, you know, there's some relation there. They're going to trust you a lot more quickly than someone that you're just meeting randomly. But because we can target these people and you usually have something in common right away, the trust factor builds up a lot quicker. So our goal for all of you is to get to that point that we'll be running an ad. And I only spend like at tops $2 a day. Like I do not spend a lot of money. And then I use it as a funnel. I get those people to be my friend. So I add them as a friend and they either accept or they don't. I don't overthink it. Like I probably send out 25, 30 friend requests a day, and I don't go back and count and see how many people liked me or added me. I just worry about the people that added me as a friend, and then I continue to build that relationship with them. And what happens is they start seeing all of my stuff. So they see all of my posts that I take a lot of time and a lot of energy in on my personal page or my support group. In my support group, I use my personal page most of the time. That's where a lot of my content is. So My support group is more of a tool. It's a free tool. So if I'm conversing with someone and I want to offer them something a little bit more, I tell them I'll add them into my support group. Now, some of you are using a support group, and that would be where you would put these people. You would funnel them right into your support group. And that's what Megan does. She has a link to her support group right in her first message from her like page. So we'll get into that a little bit more once we talk about the ads, because you don't need to worry about that yet. Okay? So does that make sense? I know it's a lot of information, but really all you need to worry about is getting the page up. Getting the page up and running.
I have a question for you. Maybe you have some suggestions or an idea why. I've invited everybody from my like page, and I was actually given from Facebook a $30 credit for an ad, and I didn't know if I was going to lose it or not, so I made an ad, and I've done pretty good, I think, on my ad. But after inviting everybody on my page, over 600 people, to like my page, I still only have 20 likes. Even everybody that's on my ad, I've invited them to like my page, and not one of them hasn't liked my page. And I've been putting stuff on it. I wasn't doing it every single day, but I've been doing it every single day now, and still, like, I only have 20 likes. It feels like nobody sees my invite to like my page, and I don't understand if there's if I'm doing it at the wrong time, or I don't know if you have any ideas why I might only have 20 people.
I don't have any idea. I don't.
I mean, I would hate to, and I really don't want to, but I've almost even considered taking my page down and putting another one up, because it's just like, it feels like there's a flaw or something. But I have people that know about the page that just haven't liked it.
So do you message people? Like, are you messaging a lot of people through that like page? You said you had an ad and you thought.
Yes. So I do a message when I talked to Megan about it when I put up the ad, and she, kind of showed me what she does. And so I made up my own message, and I put my, my group link in there. And then I also click, invite, and then I friend request all the ones that I can. Some of them you can't friend request because they have it blocked. Mm-hmm. But I do that every single morning. That's like one of the first things I do.
Okay. So, and how's that working? Like, are you getting people added to your group, or are they?
Yeah, I'm getting them into my group, and I'm conversating with them. I'm just not getting any more likes on my page still.
I honestly.
Okay.
I wouldn't quit your page though. I mean, if you're already running an ad with 20 likes and it's working, then maybe
the ad itself has like 50 likes, but my like page only has 20 likes.
Yeah. So your ad, do you know how much, like, this is going to get too complicated, I think. I might have a private message with you, Holly. I don't want to complicate this for everybody else's ears. I would like to take a look at your ad though, because I want to make sure you're not wasting money. You don't want to be spending too much money for likes. Do you know how much it's costing your ad at all?
It was around 11 cents last time I looked.
So that's good. That's not that's good. Yeah, I don't know why people aren't liking your page, but as long as the ad's working, then I wouldn't worry too much about it. If you're making new relationships and you're feeling good about it.
Yeah, I feel like I am. I mean, it's decent, especially because I'm like, well, I'm not really paying for it at the moment, but I will be. I'm going to continue with the ad afterwards. So I do want to make sure it stays successful.
Yeah. Huh. That's interesting. Have you heard that before, Megan?
No, I know that, I know when Holly created her like page, she said that she'd invited everybody and hardly had any likes.
Yeah. And then I had a friend before even tell me, she's like, I can't like your page for some reason. It won't let me. And I was like, well, that's weird, because I had posted like a thing about my coffee, and I was like, if you wonder what's in this, head to my like page, throw me a like. And she's like, I want to know what's in your coffee, but it won't let me like your page. And I followed like the steps that you were just explaining to make the page. And so it set it up right. I just don't know what the issue is.
Have you asked Facebook?
No, I didn't know I could do that really.
Yeah. Yeah, I would somewhere, you'll have to search somewhere on your homepage. I would send them a message. I've sent them messages many times.
Okay.
I would ask because it seems really weird. That seems.
Yeah, I mean, 600 people, I should have more than 20 likes.
Yeah. Well, even just the fact that you have an ad and you're inviting them, like not everybody likes it. And I mean, I don't want you to get too hung up on the 500. Like we talk to you guys all privately, so we'll know when you're ready. That's kind of a general number. If you're ready, you're ready. So we'll kind of take each case separately, but yeah, that's really weird. 20 is weird. I would message Facebook and I would say, this is bizarre. Like I have an ad running and I've invited several people, and use the example that you have someone saying that they can't like it. Is there something that you have, I don't even know how you could click anything to make it not public.
Well, yeah. And the fact that 20 people could like it. So I don't know why what would make the other hundreds of people not be able to click it. So I will ask them. Thank you. I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah, I would just send them a little message. Facebook texted me today, so you can clearly get a hold of them.
Oh, weird.
Okay, I'm just going to go through this chat. Yeah, scheduling at night. Yeah, I mean, when I started coaching guys, the like page, your business page, was the only page that you could schedule. So that's why I loved it. Do you change your words of old content? So if I have a video from the 4th of July, would it be weird if I posted it? I guess Camille, it would depend on what kind of video. Like it would depend.
Well, I just have like a live video about making salad dressing or something. And I say, like at the beginning, I say something about it being the 4th of July. So I didn't know if that's weird, to reuse that.
No, I'd probably reuse it.
Okay. And then I have one more question like down there about live video. Can you save live video from your support page and share it again in your like page?
Yeah, you can save all your live videos. You just have to make sure you remember to click it. So if I'm on my phone and do a live video, before I post it, there's a little like slider button or something, and you can save it. So it'll literally just download to your device, and then you can share it in other places. I will say, just sharing, if you're going to go to the work of doing a live video, which I know is making you all want to pee your pants right now, but if you're going to go and do a live video and you want it on your like page, make sure you're uploading the video. So don't just share it. So if I did a live video from and I've like experimented with this a lot. I've done live videos from my personal page and just shared them over to my business page. I've done vice versa. It does not work. It gets no traction, nothing. So you're better off what I usually try to do is like, I don't mind doing live videos. Obviously I'm at a much different spot than all of you guys. So I will do a live video on my business page. I'll do a live one on my personal page. But if you're going to try and multi-purpose a live video, save it to your phone and then re-upload it. So it's like a new upload to your business page. Don't just share it, because it gets lost. For some reason, those personal live videos just get lost. But remember what I said, sharing recipes or trending videos, share those. It's fine. Just get video on your page. Like, people love that shit. They love recipe videos. They love stupid, trending, silly videos. Like that's where you'll get different people on your page, different eyes. Business page invites female only. I personally am female only, but that's just me. There's no rule to that. You have to decide yourself what you're doing with your business. That's a business decision. Okay? So that's not something Megan and I can even like we can't tell you what to do on that. That's your comfort level. I have no interest in having men on my page. I have no interest coaching men, like zero. I didn't really want to cut men's hair. So nope, I like my husband, like my dad. That's about it. But you know what? That's a whole other, like, if you are comfortable coaching men, and I think if that's your jam, go for it. I mean, it's like, I'm selling myself short not having men, I'm sure. So if you're comfortable, then get as many men on your page as you can. That is a business decision. That's where you put your CEO hat on and decide what you're good with. So yeah, if you want to coach men, like if you want to sell challenge packs and sell programs to men, then you definitely want men on your page. Yeah. This is giving me so many ideas. Oh, good. I'm glad. I thought I'd be confusing you guys. Okay. What about tagging yourself from your personal page to your business page? Yeah, you used to be able to do that. I don't even know if you still can. Do you know, Megan?
I don't know. I've never even attempted that.
Honestly, guys, like, I wouldn't get too complicated. Like, really just get some shit, get the page open and get some shit on there and invite some people. Like, I want you to think of a business page more as just a tool. It's like a vehicle, okay? It's really not where you're going to create amazing relationships that are going to turn into the next challenger. Like, it might start there, but those relationships are going to blossom either in your support group or on your personal page. It's a vehicle to get people over to your real place. That's all it is. It's too hard of it's too complicated to understand the algorithms of Facebook to make it any more than that. Honestly, like, it changes all the time. You don't know what they're looking for. It can be super confusing. So if you go too in depth, you're just going to drive yourself bonkers. So right now, what is working is kind of using it as a vehicle to create relationships through those ads. So your most important task right now is just to get the page open, get your cover photo done, and get some content on there, get inviting some people to like it, and then we can go from there. Don't worry about the 500. That was just like that's used to be what they threw out. Just if you're going to go ahead with the page, keep in contact with Megan or I, whoever your coach is, and we'll walk you through it. If we see that you're getting some good engagement on the page, we'll know when it's time to start an ad, or you'll know when you're ready to invest some money into your business. Okay, it is an investment. You don't want to have less than $1 a day. Like, you physically can't do any less than that. And it's something that you don't just do for a day a week. It's like you go for it. You're going to do that every single day. I've spent $1 a day for 3.5 years at minimum. There's times when I did more than that. Very confused about all three. Okay. What about tagging yourself? Yeah, don't worry about tagging. I need to redo my page and create a like page. Is there a like page? Yeah. April, the business page is it's extra. So, like, if you don't have anything else kind of created, you don't need to worry about this yet. Okay?
Okay.
You 100% have to either have a support group going, or you've decided to do everything on your personal page. So that is where you need to start. You kind of need to start with those steps. If you've kind of got your head about you on that, whether it's the support page, which can be more of a private setting, your personal page, which is more of a public setting, you kind of decide which one you're going to be more comfortable with using all the time consistently. Then a secondary step, like a month later, is the business page. Yes. I mean, if you guys are comfortable on your personal page, that is always my suggestion. Stay there. That is where your friends are right now. If you're a little bit more timid, go for the support page. That's awesome. We know it works. It worked for Megan. It's amazing. But your friends are on your personal page. You don't have to move them anywhere. If you're comfortable posting on your personal page, use it. Okay? I'm always going to suggest that first, and then we will kind of deal with your comfort level and figure out where you're going to, like, the thing is, if you're not comfortable, you're not going to post. So I need you to be comfortable somewhere. So if it has to be a more private page, then open up that support group, but get posting in it and get inviting your friends to it. If you're cool with the personal page, then just go for it. You don't have to move anyone anywhere. You don't have to do anything. Just get posting on your personal page and sharing your story. That's all you have to do. Just share your story every single day. Share what you're doing. If you go and if you really spend time on my page or Megan's page, you can see that is all we are doing. We are not sharing links. We are not posting like flowery quotes. We are not sharing pictures of autumn calabrese. We're not doing any of those things. We are just sharing our story and what we're doing every single day, and the silly things that happen and the boring things that happen. Like, I don't know how many pictures of eggs I've posted in the last 2 days, but people love it. Okay, so just get sharing your story somewhere. And then this is a secondary step. Once you're good and comfortable with what you're doing on either your personal or your support, this is a secondary step that is going to help you move your business forward. But I don't want you to be stressed out about it at all. This is the next step in sort of that new coach training. I don't want to hold anyone back. And that's why we do a call like this. Some of you are, ready to go and ready to get new eyes on your stuff. But if you're not there yet, do not feel any pressure. This is everybody's own personal journey, own personal business. So just don't stress yourself out. So April, honestly, right now, with everything that's happened in the last few weeks and stuff, I would just get comfortable with your personal page. Don't even worry about this yet. All right?
Yeah, and I will just add that, like, I was super nervous about a like page. Like, I kept putting it off because I always put off anything new. It's just what I do. I am always the last to jump on anything. And I was so nervous to get the like page up and running. But honestly, I spend probably like 10 minutes a day in my like page, maybe. Like, I post literally the exact same stuff on my like page that I'm already posting. So it's just a copy and a paste. And then once a day, I go to my ad and I just message those people and I message my new likes. That's it. And it's like in and out, and I don't spend any time there. So if you're worried about like it being like a time thing and how am I going to fit it in, or is it going to be overwhelming? It's not. It's probably the simplest thing you'll ever do in this business, to be honest. I overthought it, which I usually do with most things, and it's the simplest part of my power hour, like 10 minutes. That's it. So
yeah, it takes no time. In fact, there's several days that I miss it and I go back and catch up later. So yeah, it's not a thing to be overthought at all. The hardest thing will be getting your nice cover photo done. Like, honestly, it's so simple. And usually, like, I'll think, oh my God, shit, I forgot to find a recipe. And I'll just like quickly Google delish and I'll be like, oh, perfect. I'll just share that Taco Tuesday. Like, I don't think about it at all, honestly, nothing. It's really honestly just a place to run ads, but you have to do a little bit of groundwork first. And that's what this call was about, just to teach you how to do that groundwork. And then we'll go from there. All right. Sound good? You're going to see lots of business pages up and running tomorrow. Okay, thanks guys. And you know, we're always here for questions. So if you're kind of not clear or you're not sure if it's time yet or whatever, just message us. Okay? Toodles. Have a good night, guys.